Man, this is not the way to get started. Spending money and a little more money. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. As you can see, I'm in the shop. Been an interesting day. We'll see if it turns into kind of a neat day. I bought something and then I had to buy something. So, but that's just the way it goes. First off, we'll start with the, if you want to call it, we'll say the bad news. The had to buy something. So, it happens, but I'll turn the camera around real quick and talk about what I had to buy and then quickly what I bought to do something else with. So, here we go. Okay, yes, I know, here it is again. The infamous possessed mower, as Ronaldo calls it. Shout out to Ronaldo over at Big Sons. The Quick Track 652R. I was at work today and I went out to check the mail at my job, come back to the trailer. Actually, I was also push mowing a little bit. It was actually when I was push mowing, sorry. So anyway, I went and took my push mower out and just mowed around the fence gate. It's a real small area, and brought the mower back to the truck. And I happened to notice, if you can tell, that this tire is a little slack. If you can see that, I'm pushing that sidewall in. I shouldn't be able to do that. So, this tire had leaked down, and it's kind of hard to tell because it's on the bottom. But if you can see where that tire chalk is right there, where I got it marked, that tire, if you see right in the middle of it there, this kind of squiggly line right off the end of my finger is actually a split in the sidewall of the tire. So it's not this line, but there's actually a crack going down through here on the bottom, or it looks like, I don't know if I hit something and it split it. This may be an original tire to the mower, I don't know. It's got some dry rot in the sidewall, so I had to buy a tire. I was able to find a pretty good deal on a tire, so I actually wound up telling them to go ahead and get me a matched set. The other tire looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I'm just going to ask to keep that one. I'm going to bring it back, put it in the shop, and if I need to take, at some point down the road, if I have a flat and have to have a tire in emergency, I'll take that one and put it on the other wheel. But I was able to find two tires. They're going to mount and everything mounted. Demount these, put the other ones on, all that good stuff, for like $130. So, which it's a high run tire, which I had some on the Toro. If y'all remember the Toro Titan that I had, that's the type of tire that was on it. It is a 4-ply rated tire, just like these. This is actually, I think, a Kenda Super Turf. I think this is like the K500. But I've been thinking about getting some tires for this mower for a little while, but I was holding out, and apparently I can't hold out anymore. So that was the had to buy. I'm picking those up, supposed to be tomorrow. So yeah, so I'll have new tires on the Quick Track after tomorrow. Cool deal. Had to buy, but was planning to buy at some point. So probably gonna go ahead and swap the blades on it this evening, sharpen the set, put them on there, and I'll pump up the tire to get it in the shop just so it's not too slack. And then that way, once I get the new tires on it, it'll be ready to rock and roll. So that's that. If any of you have seen a Facebook post, I know maybe Wild Bill, shout out to Wild Bill, and Mr. Gerald over at Clean and Green have seen it. We are actually, I actually have this deck posted for sale. It is a Auto Connect 60D, it's a 60-inch cut. It's a drive-over belly mower that goes on the 1025R. I think it also will fit a 1023 and a 2025, if I'm not mistaken. So this will go on all of them. The probably only got about 75 hours total use out of it, so not a lot. It's in perfect shape. You can see, cleaned it up a little bit. It did have some dust and stuff on it, but cleans up real nice. It's not beat up. Works perfectly. Functions like it should. I think these decks are going for anywhere from $32 to $35, $3,600 brand new. Some people may have them maybe 3,000, but very little use. Good sturdy deck, and I think we have it listed for like $2,400. So there's that. So you can see I got my hedge trimmers out. I've already got a blade in the vise over here. Any of you have seen other videos, this is how I sharpen my blades. Just bench vise, put them in. I've got my 40 grit flap disc, 40 grit, 60 grit. Either one works well on the side grinder. And just sharpen it up, put a good edge on it. Even it out on both sides, and then they get balanced. So that's how that goes. I'll do that here in a minute. But this is the decided to buy, I guess if you want to call it. So I mentioned I had the hedge trimmers out. And so what I got is the Hyper Tough 1.5 amp rotary tool. It's like a Dremel tool. This is kind of your Walmart brand. So you can see it's got a bunch of discs and bits and stuff in it, sanding disc, sanding tubes, polishing wheels, all that good stuff. Picked this up for I think $23 or $24. It's corded, it's not cordless, but I figure I'll be doing most of the sharpening for like these tools and stuff here in the shop. So no real use right now for a cordless. And like I said, it was only like $25. So as much as I'm going to use it, I even got an extra pack of the sander bands is what they call them. But it's just, it's got the little thing that those mount on. And then use them to sharpen the hedge trimmers. So basically what it would do with these, and I wish I went on ahead and put my tripod on. So what I'll do with these is I'll probably start them up and get these lined up with these so they're pretty much in line. And then I'll use the tool, the rotary tool, to sharpen up these beveled edges. And then I'll have to stand it up and do the underside of these opposite ones over here. So yeah, there we go. So this actually has never been sharpened. And it still does a pretty good job, but I can tell that it just seems to not be cutting as well as it used to. So obviously I want to sharpen it up. So I've seen a number of people use like a Dremel tool or a little rotary tool in order to sharpen these. So I figured I'd pick one up. So that was my decided to buy, and obviously the tires are the had to buy. So that's what I got going on. So once I get that done, new tires, I'll put the blades on it. I still have to put 2 more tires on my trailer. The other 2 tires, they were in decent shape when I put the other 2 on. But it's getting about time to do those as well. So that's coming before too long. And let's see, got the irrigation job coming up and before too long. And I've got the big straw and bed cleanup / pruning job to do that I may try to get to this week, which is another reason I want to sharpen my sharpen my hedge trimmers with the new rotary tool. So hopefully that'll help speed up the process when I buy them. So I'm going to sharpen some blades. I may try to get some footage of the sharpening and let y'all see how the rotary tool works. Maybe set my tripod up with that and go through that whole process. So we'll see. Y'all stick around. Alright, real quick y'all. You see I got the tripod out. I'm going to set it up shortly. I have done some of the sharpening here with the Hyper Tough rotary tool. As you can see, I've gone down this side. It's a little time consuming, but not too bad. And what I got to do is bump it, because if you see, they're not perfectly lined up. You can see the bottom one here. I'll probably get this bottom edge before I get this top edge, but I'm going down and just getting the front side of all these. You can see down through there, yeah, there we go. Got them nice and shined up. Starting on the front side on the other side, if you can tell right there, you can see this one's done, this one's not. So I got to go from here out to the end. And what I'll probably do is try to set up maybe from this way and just let you kind of see some live action of trimming them up. So I've already done the HS45, so you can see, got it nice and polished. You can kind of see there somewhat. This one's a little bit different because the cutting edges, one's on the top and then the other one's on the bottom. The 94K is all four sides. So the top and the bottom has the beveled cutting edges on both sides. So that is one difference between the extended reach hedge trimmer and this handheld trimmer. So, but I think that's only like the second time this thing's been sharpened, and the first time they were just touched up. But that was back before I decided I was going to do this stuff myself, and I let somebody else do it. So, but they were doing pretty good. They just started to get a little dull. I got a set of blades sharpened. I did put some air in the quick track tire to get it off the trailer so that it wasn't flexing the sidewall too much. I'm going to put those blades on, and then like I said, I'll try to get some action actually sharpening this with the new Hyper Tough rotary tool. So, but it's doing a good job. Be back for some real-time sharpening of the hedge trimmers as soon as I get done with this last blade here. You can see I got one side there. Boy, that's shining. And you can see you got a good sharp edge on that. So stick around. Alright, so hopefully y'all will be able to see this, and I will not get my big head in the way too much. Maybe I can do it from this angle. This is just kind of how I've started doing it so far. I've already done it here, so I've just got to do all of these on the front side. Good thing about these with being able to oscillate, I can actually flip them up to do the bottom side on two edges. So, but I got my little grinding rock here. That's what I'm using, and show you how it goes. All right. So there you go. Hyper Tough 1.5 amp rotary tool. Let's see here. Got a couple of good ones there. Let's zoom in a little more and see. Here we go. See the transformation from, all right, the camera right, from the old ones here to the new sharpened ones. We'll do a little bit more on a closer shot and maybe wrap this one up. So. Make sure I still got it in the view there. There we go. All right, so zoom back out there. And one thing to remember, obviously, when you're doing this, is don't apply too much pressure to these blades. You really just want to clean them up and then kind of manage that angle and just clean up the edge on it. So you don't want to grind the blade too much, or obviously it starts to shrink. Just enough to touch up that edge and clean those cutting edges on there. So a little bit of real time there. Hopefully I didn't get my head in the way too much, but I'll be back to close this one out shortly. I'm going to finish this up and then put the blades on the quick track and load it back up. So y'all stick around. All right, y'all. Well, I got the blades on the quick track. I got it back on the trailer. Listen, I'll be getting new tires on it tomorrow. The Hyper Tough rotary tool. Again, you can pick that up at Walmart for like $23. It comes in like a 105-piece kit. So it's got a little tool kit that's got the sanding tube, the little round sanding tube pieces. I did buy an extra pack just in case. And then it comes with a bunch of random the bits that go in it, the little rock tips, whether you got straight ones, beveled ones, cone-shaped ones, different ones. All that stuff comes in there. It's got a wire brush, and I think it's also got some sanding discs that goes on another type of attachment. So did a really good job. Like I said, y'all saw some footage of me sharpening, touching up the blade edges on the HL94K. Got that done, and I actually did all the edges. So there's 2 edges on the top on either side. So there's 8 total edges down each side. So top and bottom. There's 4 on either side, 8 altogether. So there's 2 edges on each blade, top and bottom, all the way down each side. That's what I was trying to say. So 8 cutting edges on those, and then I did the HS45. I got them in a truck. I don't know if I'm going to start that big pruning, bed cleanup, straw job tomorrow, or if I'm going to go cut some grass. We'll see. I've got options. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Fresh sharp blades on the quick track. Got it loaded up. Gonna get tires on it tomorrow. Again, hyper tough rotary tool. That's a 1.5 amp. Comes in a kit. Comes with a carrying case. Again, y'all can see it here. There it is. 1.5 amp rotary tool. See all the bits and stuff in it. Like I said, comes in a handy dandy little carrying case, and this is, as I said, I think $23 at Walmart. So, something just handy to have in the shop for the purpose. Depending on how much you use it, you may want to go with a Dremel tool. I know those are tried and tested. I don't know how much I'm going to use that one, and but it did good for the first pass. We'll see how long it lasts, and hey, and got the job done. So with just one of those little skinny, the rock tips bits. So that's it for this one. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Maybe I didn't talk too much, but thank y'all for tuning in. Just kind of an update on some stuff that's going on. A little bit of live footage on the using the rotary tool. And so I want to say thank y'all. Appreciate it. And hopefully I'll be able to put something together for y'all over the next couple of days. Some more videos. So thank y'all. Appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance yet, hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Leave me a thumbs up. Comment. Let me know if you've used that particular tool before. And as always, y'all be safe. Be kind. Be blessed. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.